What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Today playing my second to last game in the group stage of the World Cup. And Tim Southee, would you believe it, caught and bowled. You don't get many of those in cricket, coach. He's got it first ball. But before I get into the rest of the video, if you do want to pick up this game, you can get it for an exclusive 10% discount if you use the links down below in the description. We've got it for both PC and Mac, so make sure you go and check them out. Tim Southee is just absolutely ripping it up. He had a game off. He's come in and replaced Fuller today, and he's gone and taken 2 wickets in the first over. And Sri Lanka, 3 for 2, just like that. Threw Ramana in. He's gone. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Doug Bracewell, we are just absolutely killing it today. Correct choice, I must say, for us to bowl first. Won the toss, decided to bowl. Oh, Williamson has dropped Sangakkara. How big could that be? That could be important. That could be a very big drop. Hopefully it doesn't come back to haunt us too much, because we know the calibre of the man who recently has just retired from international cricket. Still playing domestic cricket. He's playing for the Hurricanes in the Big Bash League coming up December, January. He's just gone and hit a 6. That could be a very costly drop from Kane Williamson, but not to be the case, as Timmy Southee has gone and picked him up for 19. Sorry, I can't remember what he went for. But Tim Southee, 3 for 19 so far, and Sri Lanka really on the back foot. They're going at a decent run rate, but they have lost 4 wickets inside the first 10 overs. Possibly make that 5. Actually, yes, do make that 5, as Doug Bracewell picks up his second. And what a decision it was to bowl first. What a decision. So a few changes aside today. Obviously, Tim Southee coming back in. But apart from that, no, sorry, there is another change. Tommy Latham coming out, and Jimmy Neesham coming back in, which kind of adds a bit to our bowling, which I thought last time around against Zimbabwe was lacking just a little bit. We kind of lacked, I guess, that fifth bowler. Nawima Barnett did well, but I want someone who's like an out-and-out bowling option. Nawima Barnett, for me, is just a guy who's going to come in, bowl dibbly-dobblies, and just make up overs for you, rather than be a guy who's going to bowl you 10 straight on the day. Depends how he goes, though. I mean, he did pick up... did he pick up 4 for or 5 for recently? He picked up one of the two. But it's good to go and have those extra options. And I mean, Neesham is definitely going and showing he should be in the squad. And coming towards finals time, there is going to be quite a lot of competition for places. Remember, Hamish Rutherford's on the bench as well. Today, Daryl Mitchell's out, who's one of our young and up-and-coming players. So he's not playing. Will Young, who's got a pretty good one-day record for me in this, hasn't got a game so far. So there are plenty of options. I mean, Ross Taylor was out of the side for a few games. He's back in now. So there is plenty that we can go and do. Plenty that can be adjusted with. Plenty that can be changed. I guess depending on who we're playing against, what kind of strategy we want to go with. But this has just been an absolute walk in the park against the Sri Lanka side so far. You know, there could be a miracle. These two could go and put on 200 for the 10th wicket. It's never happened before. It could happen today, possibly, but not the case. Jimmy Neesham picks up his 4th for the innings, and he has got, what did he finish with, actually? I think he finished with about 4 for 18. 4 for 18, 3 for 28 for Tim Southee. Ed Nuttall picked up 1, and Bracewell picked up 2 as well at the top of the order. So a pretty comprehensive bowling card, I should say there. A pretty lackluster batting. My God, my words are all around the wrong way today. So this hopefully should be a good chance for both Devcich and Guptill, I guess, to really cement their place at the top, because Guptill definitely is going to be there for me. As for Anton Devcich, really hard, you know. Do I go and bring Hamish Rutherford back in? He's been a guy who's been consistent for me at the top of the order in all 3 formats lately. Devcich is a wee bit more aggressive. Yes, he hasn't scored 100 yet, but he is handy to have in the side because he does bowl handy spin as well, which can make the bowling options a lot easier. George Worker, does he come to the top of the order, or does he stay in the middle order? Technically, well, in reality, I should say, for Central Districts and for Canterbury, he was an opener all that time. But for the Black Caps at the moment, obviously batting in place of Ross Taylor. So, very interesting, I guess, conundrum that we have here at the moment. We've got only this game and one more before the group stage finishes. So, it's kind of really going to have to be made sooner rather than later who is going to be playing, who's in, who's out, who's the best 11. Because I think that's something that, as a side, we still haven't really figured out who our best 11 is. I think it really depends on the opposition we're playing against. Depends on the pitch we're playing on, because we do have... we've obviously got some good spinners in the side. All 3 spinners playing today. Not a frontline spinner, but the 3 that we do have in there can definitely go and get things done. Had the wickets been more seam friendly, possibly we could have gone and done like we've done today. Play 3 bowlers and 2 all-rounders. We could also possibly play 4 seamers and 2 all-rounders if we think we need a little bit of extra batting. Tommy Latham's in there as well, so I mean he's a guy who can come in, he can keep wicket if BJ's not doing too well, but he has been consistent again for me across all 3 formats in the game. And that's going to be another 4. So a very easy victory in the end. Kane Williamson actually scoring 41 off 30. And that is a very dominant performance going in to the knockout stages of the World Cup. Jimmy Neesham getting man of the match for his 4 for 18. Could have gone to him or Kane Williamson, who hit 41 of the 88 runs that were required. But New Zealand win by 7 wickets. And with that win, basically, our passage has been secured as group leaders in Group A for this World Cup. So very looking forward to that. Everything else really could go either way. I mean, West Indies probably are going to get through. We should beat Ireland, so that should essentially knock them out. India and Pakistan should get through. But the real shock is Sri Lanka, who are down there towards the bottom. And they're basically dead and buried at the moment in 7th. So going to be very interesting to see what happens towards the end of this tournament. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I've had a shocking way with words today. Remember, if you do want to go and purchase this game, links are down below in the description. Because you are a TC Gaming 16 viewer/subscriber, you get an exclusive 10% discount if you go and use those links. So make sure you do go and check them out. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. They can also be found down below in the description. Hope you've had a good start to your Sunday. Make sure you tune in later. We got some Dutch domination with the Netherlands playing in the first class trophy. So make